Is the Karnataka power war really over? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the big question that we're asking here on the briefing room. Good evening. You're joining us on this special explainer show where we're going to analyze what really is happening. The Natak in Karnataka, as it's being put, is not really getting over. Has it only gone into pause mode at the moment? Because after 7 hours of closed-door meetings in Delhi, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar walked out with the Congress High Command insisting that there's absolutely no reality to the CM change buzz. K.C. Venugopal, who's the General Secretary Organization of the Congress Party, claimed that discussions were only about Rajya Sabha seats and that there is no tussle between Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar. But politics is rarely just about words. It's also about optics, body language and silence. Now, D.K. Shivakumar has stayed measured and guarded in his response. Siddaramaiah avoided making any definitive political remarks, and the Congress leadership carefully maintained status quo without giving a long-term roadmap. So while the party may be publicly downplaying the speculation, the bigger question that remains is Siddaramaiah firmly in control or simply holding on by a thread as the Karnataka succession battle continues behind the scenes. Let's quickly take you through what exactly we mean by this, because the Karnataka CM suspense is far from over. Behind closed doors in Delhi, intense discussions were held on a possible leadership change. But for now, the Congress High Command appears to have hit the pause button. Now, sources saying that the status quo will continue in Karnataka, at least for the moment, with the party unwilling to trigger a political shake-up. Now, of course, information also coming in that in a matter of few days, perhaps after the Rajya Sabha elections, perhaps even before that, there's a possibility that Siddaramaiah might just quit. There's a key driving factor behind the cautious approach from the Congress leadership so far. And that becomes the biggest hurdle as far as the transition plan is concerned. Siddaramaiah himself. First, sources have indicated the Chief Minister is, of course, in no mood to resign, despite the growing buzz around the Deputy CM D.K. Shivkumar's long-standing ambitions. Soon after, as per sources, Siddaramaiah has told Rahul, I beg your pardon, that he will abide by whatever he says. All right, here's a breaking update coming in. Top sources are telling Times Now that Rahul Gandhi asked Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to give a chance to the next person. He was offered a position in the CWC, or the Congress Working Committee, which he has refused to take. In fact, Siddaramaiah has agreed to abide by whatever Rahul Gandhi says is the information coming in at the moment. So this is the latest breaking update coming in. Siddaramaiah agreeing to abide by the Congress Party central leadership, the High Command as it's called. And now, of course, more updates coming in as well. Let's go across to Imran. Imran, it appears that Rahul Gandhi asked Siddaramaiah to make way for the next person. And finally, Siddaramaiah relented, saying, I will do whatever you instruct me to do. So finally, it's curtains for Siddaramaiah, is it?
Well, absolutely, Madhav. But what is the next for Siddaramaiah is a very big question for Congress. The Congress cannot let go of the Chief Minister with just him being an MLA and sitting in one of the benches there in the Assembly. Now they want to. Rahul Gandhi asked him to come to Delhi to be the voice of the Congress there, to be the OBC voice. But Siddaramaiah has, what we've seen is that flatly refused that he doesn't want to come to Delhi. Neither he wants to be part of the CWC or neither wants to be that hold that OBC. Morcha there for the Congress. He said that he thanked Rahul Gandhi for the offer, but he's categorically said he's not coming to Delhi. Now Congress is still asking him to trying to placate the Chief Minister, asking him to come to Delhi over it because it not looks good well for the strong OBC leader.
This is a big update, massive story. We're going to keep coming to you tomorrow as well, because the developments have now shifted from New Delhi to Bengaluru. What really will happen? Will Siddaramaiah go out easily? Will he go out kicking and screaming? We don't know. But certainly, of course, a lot of question marks over Siddaramaiah and his future. More breaking news coming in at the moment. And in fact, tomorrow, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is expected to hold a press briefing. That's the latest update coming in. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Niyamika as well. Niyamika, Siddaramaiah expected to hold a press briefing. Is he formally expected to make the announcement at this briefing is a question on many people's minds.
Well, yes, the agenda of this press briefing is yet to be clarified on the part of the Chief Minister, but clearly it is being told by the sources within the Congress party that Siddaramaiah has been asked by the Congress High Command to step down from the position of the Chief Minister. However, he has sought 13 time from the High Command regarding this entire issue, and that is the only reason why it is also being told that he's not very much keen to, to come here at the national capital. He is not ready to take up the position of being the CWC member or even for the Rajya Sabha position as well, and that is the only reason why some time is being sought by Siddaramaiah to take a final call upon this kind of a decision which is being taken by the Congress High Command today. And it is also being told by the sources within the Congress party that it is the only reason why the Congress High Command hasn't clarified anything to Mr. D.K. Shivakumar as well, that whether it is going to be any kind of change or not, whether there is going to be some other options which are also open for Mr. D.K. Shivakumar or not. That is yet to be communicated to Mr.
Well,
D.K.
we don't know
Shivakumar.
what really has been decided, but a lot of news coming in that it is in fact Siddaramaiah who's been asked to step down. D.K. Shivakumar, of course, has been waiting in the wings for years, and this is a battle that has been on for about 3 years now, quite openly in Karnataka. Thanks so much, Niyamika, as well as Imran, for joining us, because the Karnataka power battle may be far from over, because even after these marathon meetings in Delhi, the big questions refuse to fade away. Is Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar's patience finally running out after many years of waiting? Will Siddaramaiah eventually make way for DKS? Or is the Congress High Command looking at a completely different power formula? There's also intense buzz over whether a Rajya Sabha berth could be offered to Siddaramaiah as part of a compromise deal. But is caste arithmetic complicating the final decision for the Congress leadership? With Karnataka's delicate social balance in play, is the party even weighing the option of a Dalit chief ministerial face? And perhaps the big question of them all, even if there is a leadership change, will Siddaramaiah continue to remain the super CM of Karnataka politics from behind the scenes? Now, Delhi may have held the meetings, but the suspense is still very much alive in Karnataka. And now that we understand the current political dilemma with the Karnataka Congress, it's also imminent to show or know what are the strengths and weaknesses of the top two leaders in command of the state. Siddaramaiah is the only OBC CM of the Congress, or at least the chief ministerial face at the moment. And in fact, D.K. Shivakumar is the Congress's strong Vocaliga face and a youth face as well. Siddaramaiah has a backing of majority of MLAs. He's a big troubleshooter, that is D.K. Shivakumar, for the Congress party, has played a role in multiple states in terms of shepherding their flocks of MLAs as well, particularly when there's been a threat of poaching in the past. For Siddaramaiah, he has the support of the Ahinda voters, and this is a huge chunk of votes in Karnataka. He is, of course, India's second richest politician officially. That's as far as the assets that he owns. Siddaramaiah has a relatively clean image as a politician. Now, D.K. Shivakumar has in the past faced multiple charges in cases of corruption. Siddaramaiah has the support of Rahul Gandhi, is what is believed. D.K. Shivakumar as Sonia and Priyanka Gandhi's support is also what is believed. Now, at 70th, Siddaramaiah does not have age on his side. However, at 64, age is certainly on D.K. Shivakumar's side. Now, when it comes to Siddaramaiah, he's unlikely to be the CM face in 2028 is what we are told. When it comes to D.K. Shivakumar, he's the most visible face after Siddaramaiah in the state of Karnataka. So that's, of course, as far as the fight between D.K. Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah is concerned. But what about Home Minister and party loyalist, who's also Siddaramaiah's loyalist, G. Parmeshwar? Can he emerge as a prominent Dalit face for the Karnataka Chief Minister's post? He's not just the Home Minister of Karnataka. He also has the backing of Siddaramaiah and is, of course, not considered as close to the Gandhi family as the two earlier leaders. At 74, age is not particularly on his side either. But, of course, there are claims, there are demands that he be made a Chief Minister as well. So that's, of course, as far as G. Parmeshwar is concerned. The next question, and there's been a lot of speculation, though no official word on it. Can Mallikarjun Kharge be one of the wild card entries? Because he retires from Rajya Sabha next month. He is a Dalit face, can retain a significant chunk of the Ahinda voters and is acceptable to both D.K. Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, being a senior to both of them. He has close ties, of course, with the Gandhi family as well and has missed 3 chances to become Chief Minister in the past. However, at the age of 83, age certainly not on Mallikarjun Kharge's side. Earlier today, the Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal addressed the media after 7 hours of long closed-door meetings. Several within the party's high command itself, some individually and jointly with the Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister, flanked by Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar. Now, the claims that were made at this particular briefing include that the talks were only on Rajya Sabha seats. They've dismissed the Chief Minister change speculation, but all eyes were on the body language of not just K.C. Venugopal, but more importantly, D.K. Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah. And that has told its own political story. Why are we talking about that? Just look at these images in front of you. This is, of course, from the briefing. K.C. Venugopal in the middle, Siddaramaiah on one side, D.K. Shivakumar on the other side. Now, what are we talking about and why is this so significant? Just take a look at the kind of expressions we are looking at as far as these two leaders are concerned. This is D.K. Shivakumar. He is, of course, seen smiling during the course of this entire briefing. What about Siddaramaiah? What do you make of the expression here? We are purely going by body language, ladies and gentlemen, but Siddaramaiah does not appear to be too happy. Of course, this is a picture in contrast between the two leaders. One can draw their own conclusions, but it's very much evident here during the course of the briefing what the mood of these two leaders were and who was happy and who was unhappy. I'm purely going by the facial expressions over here. It's telling its own political story that we're talking about. Now, viewers, sources have also told Times Now that the Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, wants a Dalit Chief Minister, if not him. Let's first listen to what K.C. Venugopal said about all the speculation about the Chief Minister's post. Listen in.
Today, entire discussion is only concentrated on coming Rajya Sabha elections and council elections of Karnataka. Whatever speculation you people are doing, that is only speculation, no reality at all.
Why does the Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah, prefer a Dalit face? Let's look at some of the numbers that we're talking about. In Karnataka, the numbers as far as the Muslim voters are concerned is at about 16%. This is a huge percentage as far as voters are concerned. When it comes to SC voters, the SC voters are at about 19.5%. Again, a huge chunk. When you talk about the Kurba voters, a community to which, in fact, Siddaramaiah belongs, that community also, of course, a significant number, and that is closer to about 7 to 8% is what we are told, and that also a very important number. Now, why is this all very important? If you look at other OBC communities, the numbers here go up. But essentially, Siddaramaiah is the architect of the Ahinda movement. For the past 2 decades, Ahinda, which refers to minorities, which of course includes Muslims plus Christians, backward classes, and of course Dalits. If you look at that, it is a significant chunk, close to 65% of the state's population that forms these communities. If you compare that to other leaders who of course are largely seen in terms of their own community's leadership, Siddaramaiah has a very clear advantage, and that's why, and that's a big dilemma before the High Command going into the next assembly elections if they would actually want to let him go. But let's also take a look at what really we're looking at in terms of the various communities, the strengths, and of course how they voted for the Congress party and supported them in the past. These are the various communities we're talking about. When it comes to Muslims, 70% for the Congress, 10% for BJP. Dalits, 63 here, 23 on the other side for BJP. When it comes to Kurbas, again overwhelmingly on the side of the Congress party, 33% for the BJP. Vokaligas, again, it's a little more split over here, but 49% for the Congress and 24% for the BJP. Adivasis or scheduled tribes, 45% for Congress. Here again, BJP gets a lot more at 39. Other OBCs are split because Congress gets 34%, 37% for the BJP. Lingayats, overwhelmingly majority of them voting for the BJP. No surprises then. B.S. Yediyurappa, of course, strong Lingayat face there. 29% for the Congress, upper caste at 22 and 60% for the BJP. So that's how the entire caste matrix and caste numbers really adds up as far as Karnataka is concerned. A short while earlier, I spoke to the financial advisor of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. This is what Basavaraj Rai Reddy had to say about the developments today in Karnataka. And amidst the entire crisis in Karnataka, and as the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister are in the national capital, joining us is Basavaraj Rai Reddy, somebody who's been seen as a very close aide of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and has been his advisor as well. Mr. Rai Reddy, we've seen today the announcement, Randeep Surjewala and KC Venugopal holding a press conference. They've said that both sides, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, have said that the meeting was about Rajya Sabha polls. Now, the question is that the Congress party thinks that the media is naive. Was it only about the Rajya Sabha and MLC elections, or is there more to it that meets the eye?
I don't think more than that. What both the General Secretaries, once Surjewala is the General Secretary in charge of the Karnataka and Venugopal is the General Secretary organization, both are part of our party high command. And whatever they decided by the AICC, they have narrated to the press. Today's meeting is only for the Rajya Sabha and council elections. There is nothing more than that.
But why would Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar and several of the Congress leaders be travelling to Delhi if the discussion was only meant to be on Rajya Sabha elections?
See, there was a speculation was going on. There's a reshuffle will be there. So that means some ministers will be dropped, some ministers will be added. That's why for making lobby, so many legislatures are traveled to Delhi to meet the high command people as well as the chief minister, deputy chief minister there only.
But Mr. Rai Reddy, at the time of elections 3 years ago, we saw a similar tussle. In October, when we were told there's a halfway mark, there will be a change of leadership, we saw an open tussle over there, Twitter comments, etc. Somewhere or the other, is the party high command in denial about the leadership tussle is a question that comes to mind.
They are right, because you know that in 2023 May, when we got majority 136 MLAs we won, we had to supposed to form the government. That time, there was a party has called all the Congress MLAs. There was a contest. The legislature party has been conveyed, meeting has been conveyed, and there was contested Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, because Siddaramaiah got more members supported. That's why he became the chief minister, and second by the DK Shivakumar, and they declared and went back. And there is no issues that half term is for this person, half term for other person. They have not mentioned anything in the meeting itself. How come we know that? There is only a speculation is going on there.
But that was an assurance given to Mr. DK Shivakumar. That was very widely reported.
That we don't know at all. That's what I'm telling. If the assurance is given, the party high command will decide about that.
Yeah. So you're also not denying that an assurance was given. But, today we
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether assurance given or not. We don't know.
I'm purely going by what's out there in the public domain, Mr. Rai Reddy. But today, we spoke to K.N. Rajanna, we spoka to Veerappa Moily, and when we spoke to them, they said a decision will be taken in the interest of the stability of the government in the state. Who are we supposed to be?
It has to be announced in the legislature party meeting. When they have not announced in the legislature party meeting, we have to believe that the person as elected for the legislature party and to be a CM will be for 5 years.
But Mr. Rai Reddy, please explain one thing to me. There are 24 Rajya Sabha seats across 10 states that are falling vacant, and this includes just 4 from Karnataka. How convenient is it that this is being seen as a meeting only about those 4 seats from Karnataka, not about other states?
Hey, but naturally they have, because we are going to win,
So only those 4 states only this state of Karnataka, not any other state they would want to discuss at this level with the CM and the deputy CM?
See, Karnataka means, that we have a majority here and we have a required to elect a Rajya Sabha MP, we are required MLAs. That's why I know that we are going to be able to win three MPs. That's why there is a meeting for that.
Yes, but my simple question is, what about the other states? Only Karnataka, this high-level meeting being called for.
We don't have numbers, to elect a Rajya Sabha MP. Karnataka is the one, and the next is Telangana.
Right. Right. Okay, but let me also ask you, is it now sure that Mr. Siddaramaiah will continue until the 2028 assembly polls in your view?
Yes, according to me, yes, definitely. Hopefully, he will be continuing for another next 2 years, and under his leadership and also DK Shivakumar leadership, will going to fight the election. Let us see what is going to happen in 28. I'm sure that the way the governance of the Siddaramaiah government is doing here in Karnataka definitely will bounce back.
Right. But DK Shivakumar supporters say that he is very keen to become the chief minister. In such a
Actually,
scenario that he is not
everyone-
made chief minister, will there be a split in the Karnataka Congress?
See, every person, the leader means definitely they have a follower, sycophants, so many things, that definitely they will be happy to see their leader as something else.
Right. We have repeatedly told that the High Command is going to take a decision on this. Now, is it only Mr. Kharge? Do the Gandhis also have a say? The Gandhi family also have a say?
Definitely, ICC, there is the working committee is there. Working committee itself is a party high command, including ICC president and leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, everything.
But sir, somewhere or the other, with your own party's leaders come out to say that governance has taken a backseat due to this leadership tussle. Doesn't it hurt the image of Karnataka government?
That is all. I'm sorry to say that governance is effectively, we are doing the best governance in Karnataka. There is absolutely no problem at all. And development works are going on. And we have given a welfare schemes like guarantee and so many other subsidized schemes.
Sir, but those guarantees also has been questioned. In fact, you are among the people who have questioned the lack of funds.
Everybody talks about that, but everything is doing very well.
Everything is doing very well. No governance issues in Karnataka.
I know I'm the financial advisor to the chief minister, and there is no dearth of funds. Funds are releasing, and we are, that after Maharashtra, Karnataka is one of the very, very financially sound state.
Right. And let me finally ask you, in this tussle between DK Shivakumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah, is there any possibility that a third person may become the compromise candidate for the chief minister's post?
I don't think there is an issue of leadership at all. I don't think there will be a change of leadership, change of guard.
All right. Mr. Basuraj Rai Reddy, advisor to Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us here at Times Now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so that was Basuraj Rai Reddy, of course, one of the financial advisors of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, explaining to us how he is looking at what really has transpired. And of course, the big question that is on many people's mind is also, what really has transpired in Karnataka over the last election. Clearly, of course, a lot that has happened, at least 3 rounds of such tussles that have now come out in the public domain between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Who will emerge the victor? Has DK Shivakumar finally had his way? What does the body language tell? I think there's a lot of stories over there, and this has huge implications not just for Karnataka but also national politics if you consider the fact that Karnataka is one of the few large states where the Congress continues to remain in power and has huge amount of political influence.